And a pleasant good morning. It is week 7 of Texas high school football, and we're live, our week 7 Giridiron talk show. As we are live from Loma Bonita restaurant, El Rey del Caldo. We got Jose, Pepe, Esparza. How are we doing this morning? Good morning. ¿Cómo estamos?
¿Qué tal? Muy buenos días. Aquí estamos. En algo nuevo, pero aquí estamos.
Pepe, Jose is a good friend of mine. We go way back cuando estamos en la escuela.
High school.
Yeah, in high school. If the coaches are here, if you guys want to sit down in that table, we got your order coming out already. Coffee. And as you see the mug right here, pueden comprar estas.
También los vamos a tener próximamente en venta, ya aprovechando aquí. Sí, todo tenemos.
As we're live from Loma Bonita restaurant. It's 1823 Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas, right across the street from Memorial High School. Right next to, it used to be Los Potrillos. Now the Maverick County, I think they're going to take over it. But they are open Monday through Saturday, lunes a sábado, de 6 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde.
A 2 de la tarde estamos aquí.
¿Qué son los platillos excitados de aquí de Loma Bonita?
Bueno, tenemos en la mañana, tenemos lo que son los almuerzos, huevos rancheros, platillo machacado, menudo, tacos de diferentes clases. Y a medio después, como a las 10:30, empieza lo que es en sí el plato que nos caracteriza, ¿me entiendes? O sea, lo que es el caldo de res.
El caldo de res que es...
Mis papás desde siempre lo hicieron y uno trata de seguir con la misma línea.
¿Verdad? Sí. The other thing is they got delicious menudo. They got, of course, like you mentioned, huevos rancheros. They also have specials daily. Daily specials, tienes especiales diarios.
Sí.
¿Qué son los, ahora qué es el platillo de ahora jueves?
Hoy viene siendo jueves, vienen siendo los enrollados de pollo, que vienen siendo los chicken envueltos.
Okay.
Trae lo que es arroz, frijoles, ensalada y todo.
Y pueden llamar al 773-4433 to place your order if you guys want to order. I'm going to switch my mic. For right now, I'm going to switch my mic. But they can call in 773-4433, and they can order. You also deliver in the area, right? If it's in the area, they're going to deliver to you guys. If you order for lunch, the owners, Jose Esparza and Lisette Esparza, she couldn't be here with us. Se despachó temprano, dijo, ya me voy yo. Yo no quiero estar en vivo. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and of course our Roku channel. Week 7 Giridiron Talk, as we talk X's and O's with Coach Eric Villaseñor and Tom González. Los juegos esta semana, CC Win va afuera del pueblo, va contra Harlandale.
Los mejores de las suertes, échenle ganas, muchachos.
Eagle Pass está aquí en el pueblo, el Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Juegan contra Nixon. Hablamos un poquito de eso en un rato. Lunes a sábado de 6 a 2 estamos con el Rey del Caldo o el Señor de los de los caldos.
Para servirles cuando gusten, aquí estamos.
Oye, no me diste chance de probar el menudo, pero voy a tener que probarlo otro día. A ver si vengo mañana el viernes.
Sí, claro que sí.
Llego y también el restaurante pues estaba lleno. Estaba, ¿en dónde pongo cámara? ¿En dónde pongo esto?
Sí, gracias a Dios.
We're trying to find out where we can put our equipment to make sure that we give you our show today, as we're live from Loma Bonita, 1823 Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Just on, I guess it's Loop Veterans Boulevard, the extended loop, the old loop that we.
The old loop, yeah.
Now we have, of course, the bigger loop that's outside, but it's right across the street from Memorial Junior High, and. So if you know where Memorial Junior High, just turn right or turn left from there. And el negocio ha estado en su familia.
Sí, desde 1985 mis papás empezaron.
¿El mismo local?
Sí, hemos estado en varios lugares.
Okay.
De hecho, se empezó en Loma Bonita, por eso
sí.
Le puso C. Y luego tengo yo con él 11 años.
11 años.
Mi esposa. Y tratamos de seguir la misma tradición, vaya, la misma calidad y todo. Y y dándole un poquito más de chispa de la alegría como era papá.
Exacto.
Y estamos en esto, ayudando a la comunidad en lo que se pueda, y estamos aquí.
Estamos aquí ubicados en 1823 Veterans Boulevard, de lunes a sábado de 6 a 2. Llámenos a hoy, 773-4433 para sus órdenes. As we have our Giridiron Talk Show, Week 7. As Mr. Esparza was gracious enough to open his doors, and as you notice the light coming in, people are coming in, walking in, the coaches are ready. But we'll be back after these messages from our great advertisers. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
And we're back live. Week 7 Giridiron Talk Show, Texas High School Football 2019, as the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks continue their district play this week. CC Win Mavericks would travel to San Antonio and take on the Hardendale Indians, as the Indians are coming off a 63-35 loss to Harlan, who is undefeated. Eagle Pass went to Laredo on Thursday, as we had our Thursday night game of the week. You can watch it live on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, Twitter. You can also go to our websites, realsportslivesouthwest.com, realsportslive.com. And they are coming up 1-1. The Eagles are hosting Nixon, as Nixon comes in after losing against Alexander 41-14, as they are 0-2 in district play. As we're with Jose Esparza. Jose, estamos platicando en el break la tradición del caldo, el caldo se ha quedado igual como lo hacen diario.
Sí, de hecho, lo que lo caracterizó fue que mis papás empezaron a poner lo que era el caldo con la pura verdura dentro del plato. Y aparte ponían la carne con el arroz. Entonces todo el mundo decía, tradicionalmente acá en el norte es la carne adentro.
Sí.
¿Dónde está la carne?
Exacto.
Entonces mi papá, con su forma de ser, llegaba y decía, no, aquí la carne es para que se vea. Estilo Zacatecas. Entonces siempre todos le decían, caldo de res estilo Zacatecas y todo. Pero era más que nada, y coma, dice, y hasta que llene. Entonces dijo, trata de seguir ese enfoque. Y es lo que estamos haciendo, o sea, siguiendo esa tradición con la misma calidad y sirviendo bien los platillos.
Sí, y en un caldo de res, la carne es sí es el parte del caldo, pero pues también la verdura, todo lo... Cuando lo pones junto, a veces dices, ¿sabes qué? Pues déjame echarlo al...
Ya tú haces todo.
Ya tú haces lo que tu invento, lo que quieres, ¿verdad?
Sí, ya.
El número de teléfono para que les llamen para los pedidos en la hora de comida o el almuerzo, ¿qué es el número?
Es el 830-773-4433. Puedes hablarme desde temprano. Nosotros te separamos el caldo o lo que quieras. Tradicionalmente separan más el caldo porque gracias a Dios se nos acaba muy pronto. Entonces ya todos lo separan y ya después de las 12, nosotros cerramos a las 2, ya vienen por él y ya vienen más seguros. Y ya,
en venir a levantar.
A levantarlo, sí.
Estamos abiertos de lunes a sábado de 6 a 2 y la dirección aquí es 1823 Veterans Boulevard. Como dijo usted, habían empezado en Oma Bonita, tenían otro ubicado por el Indio Highway.
Sí, por el Indio Highway.
Y luego aquí en esta ubicación ya tienen más de...
Ya casi unos 25 años, yo creo, ya. Desde que era el Eagle Warehouse, ¿te acuerdas?
Sí. No. Bueno, y hablando de 25 años, pues ya vienen los 25 años de nosotros, ¿verdad?
Ya calan, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
¿cómo pasa el tiempo?
25 years, we graduated in 95.
95.
Yeah, 95, so 94, 95.
Yeah.
But yeah, 25 years, ya se pasan los volados.
Ya duele.
Loma Bonita, as you come in and drink your coffee, así son las...
Sí, vamos a traer más porque ya se me terminaron.
Ya se terminaron.
Vamos a traer más para todos ustedes.
El rey del caldo aquí, Mr. José Esparza. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching RealSportsLiveSouthwest.com.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas. 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto has the car you need. Don't look any further. Come visit us at 2502 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Fast, easy credit approval, low down payments on any of our quality used cars. Stop by 2502 Del Rio Boulevard Auto.
Saritas Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Saritas Tortilla Factory. Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, la tienda de los venados.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas.
And we're back live as Mr. Jose Esparza attends to his customers, and we have some interviews with, of course, Coach Royce and Coach Salas of CC Win. And telling us what the offense is expecting to do, and of course the defense for CC Win as far as Coach Salas. So we're gonna go to Coach Royce first, and this is what he had to say yesterday. Real Sports Live Southwest with Coach Royce, offensive coordinator for the CC Win Mavericks. Coach, great game plan. You got your quarterback and running back over 100 yards. Again, 130 for Ethan Johnson, 109 for Jose Padilla. What have you guys talked about for this week against Harlan, and what you guys can do offensively?
Thank you, Mr. We had, like you said, like you mentioned earlier, we had a great game, great scheme. A lot of times, again, you can have all the scheme you want, and then, come Friday night, it comes down to execution. We executed well. Like you mentioned, Jose Padilla had, 109 yards, over 15 carries, and Ethan Johnson had over 129 yards with about 28 carries. putting it together, that's over 45 plays, 45 carries. So you can tell that there's no secret where we're hanging our hat on. They've done a tremendous job since the swap, quarterback to tailback, and Padilla coming in for that role, and like we mentioned all this week, we match very well, versus Harlandale. They're a well-coached team. We match very well, as far as the identity of both teams. They're aggressive, they're well-coached. They're an even front. They disguise pretty well the coverages. They go, cover 4, cover 2. Sometimes in the, especially in the red zone, they'll go man to man. So we just got to make sure that we take care of the football, like we've been saying and we've been preaching. We got to make sure that we understand that, we had a couple of fumbles. We have about 3 fumbles this past week. Something that we need to clean up for this week. We feel that we find the way to clean it up, to tweak it out, and making sure that we don't have any of those events, come Friday night against Harlandale, because of the fact that they're going to be aggressive. Not a very much blitz team as far as putting pressure over the edges or to the gaps, but they do cover the field well. They're aggressive. They tackle well. They cover well. The receivers. They have speed. So it's going to come to execution, especially coming down from, field position and making sure that we don't fumble. We got to take care of football.
Coach, talking about execution and talking about the turnovers, you pretty much know your identity already in week 3 of district play. You're in week 7 total, but week 3 in district, you pretty much know your identity. You're a run-heavy team. They have to stop the run, and if they don't stop the run, it's going to be a long night for Harlandale.
And that is correct. And I don't think anybody in the right mind is going to change anything in week 7. They already have their true colors, what they represent, and obviously, like you said, we are a heavy run team. We're going to run the ball 70% of the time. We're going to throw the ball when we need to throw the ball and can keep you off balance. We feel that we have the guys that we can manage to stay on the field, and we feel that we have finding ways to protect the identity of running. We're going to dress it up, different formations, some might not, but at the end of the day, we're going to run toss, we're going to run, blast, we're going to run inside zone, and again, it's just part of the execution for the guys to come on Friday nights and again protect the football. It's a must. We need to make sure that we do that, well on Friday night if we want to come with a victory. Harlandale is going to be ready. We expect to be ready. We had three awesome, good days of practice. Everybody's healthy. That's always it's a great factor. It gives you confidence, it gives you momentum because you feel that you got the guys going into battle that you want to depend on, and you have them healthy.
That's Coach Giridiron Royce, offensive coordinator for Eagle Pass CC with Mavericks. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. As that was Coach Royce, and talking about the win against McCollum, 23-7. What they did, of course, they had Ethan Johnson rush for 149 yards and tacked on 129 yards, excuse me. And then they had, of course, their quarterback Padilla rush for 109 yards. So a very good day for them, 23-7 in the victory as they head into this week. Friday night, they travel to Harlandale, the Harlandale Memorial Stadium, as they will take on a Harlandale team that was neck and neck with Harlan, the perennial house in San Antonio, the San Antonio Harlan Hawks, coached by Coach Salas. At the half, they were tied, and second half, Harlan took it 63-35. As we will talk more after this messages, we'll talk to Coach Salas and what he had to say about the defense against McCollum and what to expect against Harlan. We'll be back after this messages from our sponsors.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage. And we're back live as we go to our next interview with Coach Salas. We see what he had to say about his defense. Real Sports Live Southwest with Coach Salas, defensive coordinator for the CC with Mavericks. Coach, game that you guys played against McCollum, second half was a different half. I know that you gave up a touchdown in that first half, but shut them out in the second half. What did you guys key on in that second half and talking to the guys at the locker room, inside the locker room?
The first drive, they threw us like 1,000 formations. They threw us a trick play, and they scored on us. And at halftime, we adjusted. They were throwing us a lot of different motions and everything. Our kids didn't panic. We just made a couple adjustments like we always do in halftime. And something, our kids, a credit to our kids. They're the ones that play, and something, they adjusted real good, and we shut them out the second half.
Coach, Eric Sanchez was our defensive player of the game. I know that you had probably different guys getting that, but he came up with a big stop, a big interception on a tip drill. Credit to him. He's been your defensive back or safety for the past 3 years. He knows the defense in and out. He knows what kind of tendencies are with the quarterbacks. What else can you tell us about Eric?
Now, Eric is a hardworking kid. Something, I even have him. He's my student aide second period. So, something, he's a great kid. He, something, his dad used to coach for us, and, something, he works hard all the time. He's coachable. He has a little firecracker all the time. But, something, he's a great kid. He's a great kid to have.
Coach, defensively, around the ball, Hossa, as we've always mentioned him week in and week out, Hossa's always around the ball. Ontiveros, and amongst these guys on the defensive line, Flores, again, was in the backfield. What are you guys looking for this week against Harlandale?
Something, they're a GT team, a counter team, what we call, and something, they're going to run counters left and right, and then they're going to throw their bubble screen. They have a short game, and something, they're very well coached. Something, they're fundamentally sound. Something, they played Harlan real good. They were tied. They're a good ball club, but something, our defense, we've got to give credit to our front four all the time. And something, now that Tutu and Isaias are taking reps in Chancla, are taking reps at the offensive side, something, the kids, some of the kids are stepping up. We have Ray Flores stepping up. We have Ray Flores. We have Austin Flores. We have a bunch of those Ansures stepping up. We have Jimmy Joe stepping up. And something, those front four are key to our linebackers. And after that, we have our bread and butter with our linebackers, which is Jared Garcia. Chris Alex Garcia, and something, Leroy, and Noe Castillon has been playing really good for us. And something, we gotta give credit to our kids, and something, they're very coachable. And then the back end, something, they go hard all the time.
Coach Salas, you're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com. And we're back live as Coach Salas talked about Harlandale and the Indians and what they have in store for the Mavericks this week. Of course, McCollum. He also talked about a key guy on the defensive line, in Noe Castillon, who has been coming up big for the Mavericks lately. On the other side, as the DN, as Jose Hinojosa. And then their 2s and 3s with the guys going both ways. Their 2s and 3s are coming up big. We're going to have more. After this, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're also going to see if the coaches will come up and get ready as we talk more about the players also. And we'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days, same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
Quality installation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Installation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Installation that lasts forever.
Stat Emergency Centers. Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. Stat Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your healthcare matters to us. Thank you, Laredo, for trusting Stat Emergency Centers and providers with your healthcare needs. Excellence is not a given. You earn it.
And we're back live from Loma Bonita Restaurant, El Rey del Caldo, Joe and Lisette Esparza. They're open from Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 2. They're located at 1823 Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. You can call them up at 830-773-4433 to order tacos, to order menudo, to order caldo. Of course, caldo is something that everybody looks forward to from this restaurant. They have weekly specials. Daily specials. Today they got chicken envueltos with rice and beans. That's the special of the day. They have a special Monday through Friday. Of course, tomorrow it's guisado de puerco. As those are the daily specials here. As we continue our Week 7 edition of the Gridiron Talk Show, we will get ready with Coach Villaseñor and Coach Gonzalez here pretty soon. As Mr. Esparza is, I guess he's catering something because he's taking some pots out of the restaurant. So CC Win is coming in 3-3 overall, the district mark of 1-1, while the Indians are coming in at 2-3 and a district record of 0-1 after that Harlan loss last week. We got some guys at quarterback, Nicholas Velez, number 10, who is a big pocket passer and does not scramble. So that defense, that front line, will have someone to look forward to in meeting at the quarterback. As Coach Albert Torres will also have Joe Anthony Vallejo, number 24, is their featured back. He's very fast. He's a very fast kid. Victor Perales, number 22, is a very hard runner that you have to gang tackle. And that comes in a specialty for the Mavericks, as they're a good pursuit team, as we talked to Coach Salas. And of course, he had a lot to say about his defensive line and his linebackers and, of course, his DBs. As we had some interviews with some of the players for CC Win, and we will check out our gentleman that we talked to. He went from being a quarterback in the offense for Coach Villaseñor to being the featured back, and since the switch from quarterback to tailback, Ethan Johnston is averaging 141 yards, 142 yards rushing per game. That's phenomenal for a senior that decided it was best for the team, and this is what he had to say about the switch. Real Sports Live Southwest with senior running back Ethan Johnston. The change, Ethan, as far as going from quarterback to running back and being able to do that and bring in that kind of confidence on the offense. What did the coach talk to you about, and what made the change?
We just had to adjust, make the right moves, and positive effect on the team. That's what it's doing right now.
You guys have been rushing for over 200 yards, both you and Padilla. Having Padilla come in, is there a sense of the shoulder for you to shoulder the team as far as say, you know what, this is my job. I got to run the ball. I got to run the ball for 5-10 yards. Give us manageable downs. What do you guys talk about as far as what did you talk to him, knowing the fact that you've been a quarterback and him coming in? Were there some words that you kind of talked to him about to kind of stay within himself and do what the coaches tell him?
Yeah, just I've been here 3 years and I just try to instill in this guy what works. It takes off very nice, and I think it's working.
As far as Hardendale, you're looking to rush for over 100 yards again? Looking for the 200 mark. I know you've been close. You were at 154, I believe, last week. I'm not sure what you had this week. I know you rushed over 100 yards this week against McCollum. What is it about that line and showing some love to the linemen, but having that line and then having that heavy set line with Hosa and Jared and Ontiveros, of course, more guys on the line. Flores also comes to the offensive line. They play both ways, but having those guys as far as in front of you, opening those holes, how does it make you feel?
Oh man, they're special. Anything coach tells them to do, they're gonna do it, and whatever works is what we're gonna run.
That's Ethan Johnson, senior running back, Real Sports Live Southwest.com. That was Ethan Johnston talking about the switch from quarterback to tailback and having that responsibility as a senior. He took it like a high character athlete, as far as making sure that he understood what it was for the team. The team comes first in his eyes, and he wanted to make sure that they had an opportunity to reach their goals this year in the 2019 season. As we continue our Gridiron Talk Show, Week 7, as we're midway through the district season. It's already halfway through the third district game and 7th game overall. We're turning the page. October is, of course, we're waiting for that cold front. We're waiting for cold weather football here later on this month. And, of course, November, everybody wants to start playing playoff football. And, of course, getting into late November, being, practicing during Thanksgiving week and, of course, into the first week of December as we crown a state champion of 2019. So we'll have more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales. Y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes, llame al 830-335-4832.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ramp Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
Utility
Trailer Sales Southeast Texas Incorporated. Sales, parts, service, carrier, certified carrier, trained technician on site. Get your rentals, finance available. Come into our newest location in Eagle Pass, 5395 US Highway 57. Family owned and operated, your one-stop shop for all your truck, trailer, and tanker needs. Utility Trailer Sales Southeast Texas Incorporated.
For all of our customers, we greatly appreciate your business and we hope to see you soon.
The wait is over. Stat Specialty Hospital is now open with a patient-centered model focused on expedient emergency care, short hospital stays, and outpatient services 24/7. Stat Specialty Hospital's registration process is fast, and you'll be seen by a physician within minutes. Our professional team will treat you immediately with compassion, providing only the highest standards for your medical condition. Experience the difference that sets us apart at the corner of Veterans and Strickland Avenue. Stat Specialty Hospital. Get in, get out, get back to life.
And we're back live. I'm trying to listen to myself because I have the different mic. I have the wireless mic. You guys have the regular mics, Coach.
The better ones?
Yeah, the better ones. As we got Coach Tom Gonzalez to the right of me, to the left of me, Eric Villaseñor. As we have week 7 of Texas high school football. I think we need to turn that TV down. I didn't think that it was this loud. The TV, if they could turn it down a little bit. Sorry about that. Coach, 36-10 against LBJ. Started slow. They 13-10 at the half. But the second half, you guys managed to bring it on, and the defense held them. And they didn't score much in the second half. They didn't move the ball. I believe it was like 3 yards passing and like 6 yards
that
rushing.
Many?
Yeah, in the second half. That many. That's what I got as far as stats are concerned.
Yeah, no, we, like you said, we started off slow, but actually we scored 13 points. We had a little meltdown there right before the half, and with about 3 minutes to go in the half, and we gave up 10 points. So it kind of looked worse than it really was, and I felt it the same way. Until you start thinking about it later on, and you're going, well, it wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough. And we made some corrections at halftime, and our coaches did a good job of adjusting, and we just played our regular game.
And having to key on Manny Rodriguez coming back from an injury, and then of course our quarterback, he's a dual quarterback, so Calderon was ready for whatever you guys were going to throw at them. Unfortunately, again, the plays that you needed, and we had, of course, our player of the game on the defensive side was Christian Bastana. It was a game-changer play for him to come up with that big interception.
Yeah.
And go back and score.
Yeah, definitely. That made the difference right there at that time. But, we expected a tough game. LBJ, they were very well coached. Those kids play hard-nosed football, and we expected that, and they didn't give us anything less.
Yeah. Switching up gears, as we talked about the defense, your defense also came up big in a momentum in that 23-7 McCullum game. We had Eric Sanchez in a tip drill, got to the ball. He took it back. You guys went on and scored and took that 23-7 lead late in that third, fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think that was changed the whole momentum of the football game right there. We needed a spark, and our DBs certainly provided that. Last Friday night had another pick from Alex Garcia off another batted ball. Yeah. So our defense bent a little bit once they got into the red zone, didn't break, and created some opportunities for us.
Yeah, it was a game that we featured on our Friday night football. Of course, we were there live. We did Thursday night and then Friday night, but it was kind of those that there was a lot of little things, Coach, that again set you back in some of the drives that you could have actually made this a bigger game. It could have been a 36 or 40 something the game. It was just little mistakes that happened at opportune times that put you out of the red zone and out of the scoring.
Yeah, definitely left some points on the field last Friday night. We got into some things that we wanted to experiment with, but unfortunately it didn't work out. And you learn from those things, I think. But at the same time, you got to attack some things that you've been working on throughout the week. But we want to hang our head on a good run game, and I think that's what we're going to continue to do.
Coach, 142 yards since the switch, since Ethan has gone from quarterback to running back. 30-something carries a game, 442 yards rushing per game. And you mentioned it off camera. You said he comes in like It's another day. Yeah, it's another day at the office.
Yeah, and he's certainly durable. I can tell you that. But not only that, Freddie, I just think accepting his role now and doing it your senior year, and he's one of those that said whatever it takes to win, whatever's best for the team. Those kids, they're hard to find, and we certainly want to praise him for that. And Padilla's come in, done a great job, and none of that can happen without good offensive line play.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think our offensive line has certainly accepted what we want to do and what we want to accomplish every night.
Yeah, and to mention Jaime Rodriguez, Adrian Munoz, Daniel Ruiz, Miguel Niño, Juan Guerra. Coach, the line doesn't get much love. As yesterday we were over there, but the line has to be recognized on both sides of because again with even with Eagle Pass, they have a young line that again was pieced together this year after having that big line for 2 years. It starts there. It starts up front.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, it's true. The line doesn't get much love. I played offensive line, and we didn't get much love. Coach Essione played quarterback, and he got all the love. It's not fair because they do all the work, but I mean, it goes hand in hand. Everyone knows it.
Exactly.
I think if you want to be successful in anything that you do, it starts up front. You got to have a good offensive line, got to have a good defensive line. Everything starts in the trenches.
In trenches.
Yeah.
And a keynote, we talked about Jose Padilla. We have an interview with him. We're going to go to him. We'll be back with after his interview.
Ray Flores, we have...
It wasn't him. Uh-oh.
Real Sports Live Southwest, ready today with Jose Padilla, quarterback for the CC with Mavericks. You took the helm after the non-district schedule. Your first start was a good start. How'd you feel when Coach told you that you were going to be the starting quarterback?
I'm proud to lead the team to make it better.
As far as having, of course, Ethan Johnston in the backfield, a senior that's been a leader on this team for 4 years, actually 3 years. How comfortable are you with him in the backfield, knowing that you can hand off the ball and he can get you 5 to 10 yards every rush?
He has helped me out throughout the whole season, so I'm proud of him.
You've steadily become a force as far as defenses have to also, not only for Johnston, they have to game plan for him, but they also have to game plan for you. Not only throwing the ball, but running the ball too. Does that open it up as far as with the offense, as far as you throwing down the field to Olivo and Vasquez?
We're not afraid of throwing or running.
That's Jose Padilla. You're watching RealSportsLiveSouthwest.com.
That was Jose Padilla talking a little bit about the offense and the change and him coming in and starting his first start a couple of weeks ago and having that front. And we also have Eric Sanchez, who was our defensive player of the game, our Ram Country Out-of-World defensive player of the game, as he had that pick and got the Mavericks in scoring position. We'll have more from the Eagles on Friday night as we have them here from the Colesdale Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're going to be broadcasting that game live. As far as audio, an hour after the game, we're going to post a video so everybody can watch the game and see what happened on the field. But we'll have all those interviews with Coach Cardenas, Coach Olivas, and TJ Maris, who was our offensive player of the game. He had 8 carries for just 64 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's it. Another day at the office for the freshman. And then our defensive player of the game was Christian Barcena, who the senior, who didn't see much time last year because of injuries. He came in and did a tremendous job, coach, this year and taking the defense,
He's a natural leader. Christian is a great guy to have on the field. He was an all-district player as a sophomore and unfortunately got hurt early last year and didn't play the rest of the season. But, thank God he's on our team, and he's back there roaming the field and doing a great job.
Coach, another kid to talk about is Jose Hernandez, who went from the offensive side to the defensive side, and him playing safety, playing corner. has brought a little bit of different feel to your defense now, having that big guy not running the ball but hitting people.
Yeah, at least he's happy to be on the football field. He's wherever we put him, that's where he wants to be, and he's a game player or a team player for sure. And so just having him on the football field somewhere makes a big difference.
Yeah, talking the defensive backs, of course, Eric Sanchez has been a 3-year starter for you, Coach, and roaming the safety position for you for the 3 years. The other guy that I want to talk about is a guy that I don't think anybody kind of now they're taking notice is Noé Castillo, the defensive end on the other side of Hinojosa. He's getting a lot of playing time, as we talked earlier with Coach Salas, and he gave us with the change of you guys having some players play both ways. These two or three guys that are the backups and are getting more playing time, Coach. And that pays dividends.
Yeah, you're starting to see them develop a lot better. We pulled Jared and Alejandro and Hinojosa our way, and sometimes we reel off 10, 12 play drives, so they're a little bit gassed, and then those guys step in. But we just want to make sure we monitor their snaps, especially we need them in the fourth quarter on defense.
Yeah.
At critical points, and I think our coaches have done a good job of spacing those reps out.
Yeah, and talking about Isaiah Flores and Castillon on the right side of the the defensive side. There's not much running room to that side, Coach.
No,
they plug up
I
holes.
think we're starting to see them run away from Hinojosa and Royce. We had to make a couple of adjustments there on the defensive side just to make sure, we're not getting hurt on the weak side or the the short side of the field. And our coach has done a good job with that.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, of course, these guys, we also want to key on Eric Sanchez, and this is what he had to say about the game against McCollum.
Real Sports Live Southwest, Freddie there with Eric Sanchez, safety senior. Game changer. You had a pick in that McCollum game that kind of changed the momentum there in the second half. You were able to shut them out in the second half. They did score in the first half, but what kind of changes did you guys do this week for Hardendale?
We're just making adjustments so that way we can be ready for them.
As far as Coach Salas and Coach Ramirez, what is he instilling you guys as far as week in and week out, bringing your A game and playing at a high level week in and week out?
They just want us to be ready all the time, to play hard in practice, so that way we can adjust it to the game and get ready.
You had a pick last week. Are we going to get another pick this week? Hardendale does run the ball, and they do throw the ball. What did you see on film that you can kind of key on?
Just read the quarterback's eyes and I'll be able to pick that up.
That's Eric Sanchez, Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
And we're back as week 7. Giridiron Talk. We were just talking about it earlier. Week 7 already, Coach. It's already 3 weeks into halfway of the district season, and you guys are 1-1. You guys are 1-1 also in district play. Hardendale brings some offense and their quarterback Velez. Also on your end with Nixon, you got to contend with Joseph Ibarra, the 200-meter champion. That kid, once he gets into spacing, it's very hard to catch him, Coach.
Oh, yeah, and that offense is really tough to stop. Just them having those guys in the backfield, but the way they run it, they do a very good job of it.
Yeah, Villalon runs that slot T, and they run it to a T, Coach. Yeah. They know their gaps. What do you expect from Hardendale, Coach, in coming in? Of course, they had that big showdown with Harlan, 63-35. They were in the game up until the half, and then in the second half, Harlan just went second gear. What do you expect from them, Coach, and coming into as Coach? Sorry about that. Coach Torres. And of course, he's got Nicholas Velez, and you got Joe Anthony Vallejo, number 23, who's very fast also. You guys having to stop fast guys this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, and we know we're going to get their best shot. Harlandale, they always provide a team that plays with a lot of grit, show a lot of fight. I think the weather might play a factor tomorrow. I really do. We got that cold front coming in. Should be a windy night. Might take them out of their game. They like to throw the ball around and we just got to make sure that we pick and choose our moments when the opportunity presents itself to throw the football. But again, I think the weather might play a factor. Can't control the weather, like I tell the kids.
You can't control the weather.
You got to make do with what you got.
Yeah, you mentioned after practice yesterday to make sure that they bundled up as much as they could.
Yeah,
you can
always remove. Yeah, you can.
But that's what you expect, Coach. It's October. It's October weather. You want those cold
playoff weather, man.
Playoff weather. You want to be playing like we always say. You want to be playing during Thanksgiving and past Thanksgiving, right, Coach?
Oh, that's a great feeling. Yeah.
That's what we want every year for Eagle Pass CC and Eagle Pass High School. As Coach, another thing that we talk about, they got a pocket passer in Venice.
They do.
So they don't have a mobile quarterback.
Right.
And knowing that your defense, the way they've been playing lately, they can get to the quarterback quickly.
Yeah. We just got to make sure that we get lined up right. We can't get beat by alignment, can't miscommunicate anything. And like I told the kids this morning, don't give them anything cheap. Make sure that we have good mental energy, stay focused on the task at hand, and understand what's at stake. At this point of the season, you're not going to see anything different than we haven't seen. It's all about execution down this stretch run.
Do you think it's a pivotal game here for both of you guys coming into week 3?
Definitely.
It kind of puts you in the driver's seat to understand, okay, we got these next 3 games and we can do this by the next 3. I know nobody wants to do that as far as plan ahead, but actually looking at it and saying, hey, this is a pivotal game.
Absolutely. They all are. You don't want to depend on anybody.
Yeah.
You want to control your own destiny and make sure that you take care of your business. And we're in the grind. This is the grind of the season. You got to make sure you're healthy, make sure you stay confident, and just really emphasize the things that you're good at.
Yeah. Because you guys know your identity.
We
stop
found
the
it.
rush. Exactly.
Yeah.
Stop the rush. You guys know your identity too.
Exactly.
I mean, it's one of those things where they either stop your pass or they stop your running.
Yep.
They can't stop.
And like Coach said, the weather's going to have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
We talk to the kids every single day about, and especially in the off season, about being weatherproof. So they really done a good job of not even worrying about the way it's going to, the temperature outside or anything like that. So it doesn't affect them that way. But as far as throwing the ball against the 30-mile-an-hour wind, that'll affect it.
Yeah, and of course, Eagle Pass is at home against Nixon. Nixon travels Coach Villalon, and the misdirection type offense, a slot T, 85% rush, 15%. They're going to surprise you with either a tight end coming out.
Oh yeah,
or some of the fullback.
They want to put you to sleep, running the ball, and then they'll hit you with a pass. But like Coach Vecchione said, right now we don't want to get beat by misalignment. That's one of the biggest things.
And this team of Nixon don't just because they're 0-2 in district doesn't mean. I mean, they've put up points.
Yeah, they're 4-0 before.
Yeah, they put up points against Alexander, and they put up points against United South.
Yeah, they scored 37 I think, against Alexander.
And they were 14 against Alexander, 37
against South.
Against South.
Yeah, and they were neck and neck there for a while until South pulled away. But, yeah, they were very good. I mean, that type of offense, you don't expect them to score that many points, but they're that good at it.
Yeah, the trio in the backfield is Pablo Tovar, who's very physical. He's real downhill type of runner. And then you got Compian, who's a wingback who likes to find a little hole. He's a little shorter. He tries to find the hole.
Very elusive.
Yeah, very elusive. For you guys, Harlandale has to make sure they stop Johnston and Padilla in the backfield. Is that going to open up the passing lanes for Olivo and Garza and Vasquez, Coach?
Yeah, we've added some wrinkles this week in that regard. But again, you got to pick and choose your moments. You don't want to throw a vertical ball into a 30-mile-an-hour wind or anything like that. But we just got to make sure we control the clock, move the chains. I think our best defense is our offense, making sure that we keep those guys fresh and just limit 3-and-outs from our perspective.
Coach, that first drive was a 16-play drive. You drove it down, you scored.
Yeah.
It was just the time-consuming type of drive that you just, you know what, you take out the air from them.
Yeah, and we tell the kids, kill their will.
Yeah.
Let's kill their will early, make sure that they know they're in for a physical 4-quarter fight. And our kids have bought into that, and they take that personal.
Same thing for you guys. You guys drove down the field in that Thursday and scored quickly at these. I mean, you guys were running and passing.
Exactly. We felt we were in control of the game. We lost control there right before the half and gave them a little bit of momentum and confidence. But we felt if we came right back, which we received the ball, if we came right back and scored right away, we felt it. You know, we're gonna go ahead and keep it going.
Yeah. So. That's what we have. It's 11 o'clock. We're going to finish up here in a little bit, but thank you, Coach Gonzalez, Coach Vicente.
Thank you for
having us.
For always joining us. How was your meal this morning?
Excellent.
Awesome. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. Thanks for all that you do, Fred.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Coach. As we're live from Loma Bonita Restaurant, El Rey del Caldo. Señor de los Caldos is I don't know if you say the novela, Coach.
I don't see it. No,
I'm not in the novela phase yet.
We don't want to say that in the air, right? Fred, but that's all right.
They're open from Monday through Saturday from 6 to 2, and they got daily specials. They got menudo. These gentlemen tried the huevo ranchero plate, and that was, hey, bar none, a good one.
Yes.
Make sure you call them up at 773-4433. Thank you once again. Week 7, Giridiron Talk Show. We're live from Loma Bonita. Freddie Idea, Coach Tom Gonzalez, Coach Eric Señor. We'll be back after these messages and finish off today's Giridiron Talk Show.
Thank you.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford F-150 for 0% interest for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Explorer with up to $10,000 off MSRP at Hacienda Ford.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
And we're back live. Vamos a terminar el Week 7 Giridiron Talk Show with Jose Pepe Esparza of Loma Bonita Restaurant, located at 1823 Veterans Boulevard. Call them up at 773-4433. Los coaches ya se acaban de ir.
Sí, no.
Ya.
Les daba sueño, ¿no?
Les daba sueño con toda la comida.
Con toda la comida. No, qué bueno que les gusta.
But this week, of course, tomorrow, Friday, CC Win will be traveling to San Antonio.
Okay.
Van a jugar contra Harlandale. The Indians, they're going to be at the Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Of course, Eagle Pass will be at home against Nixon at Colesdale Foster Memorial Stadium. So if you guys want a delicious caldo de res, make sure you call our friends here, José Esparza and Lizette Esparza. ¿El número de teléfono?
Es el 830-773-4433.
Y si dicen que lo vieron en Real Sports Live, les dan...
Ahí le damos un descuento a ver qué les damos. No se mortifiquen. No, pues mucha suerte para los muchachos, tanto los hijos como CCW. Que le echen ganas, la mejor vibra, de parte de todos nosotros.
Y estamos aquí lunes a sábado.
De lunes a sábado, de 6 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde.
Y todos los días tienen menú, nomás viernes.
Todos los días.
Todos los días tienen menú.
Y todos los días tenemos caldo también.
Hijo, eso.
Para que se nos
ya le
visite.
dijiste al gordito que tiene menú todos los días. No lo digas.
No, aquí te esperamos, claro que sí.
And again, guys, thank you very much for following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, follow us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to both YouTube channels, Rio, that's RIO Sports Live, and Real Sports Live Southwest, as we have every single sport that you can think of from the valley to the Southwest area. As we mentioned, we cover Laredo, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, South San Antonio, and everything in between. And of course, Joe Bowling, our business partner down in the valley, he takes care of McAllen, Brownsville. You're talking about the whole valley, upper, lower, middle, everything. He takes care of all that. So we got sports galore, and of course we have our weekly shows. Week 7, Giridiron Talk Show, as we finish talking to the coaches. And of course we want to thank our good friend Loma Bonita Restaurant, Jose Esparza, for hosting this week's show. And again, guys, don't forget to call him up. He also hacen cater.
Sí, también. Lo que gusten, estamos para servir.
Ahorita vi que te ibas saliendo con
comida también.
So once again, guys, thank you very much, and for all of us here, for Coach Villaseñor, for Coach Gonzalez, for Mr. Esparza, I'm Freddie Deya. Good day. Keep talking sports. Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.